Welcome to RidgeLife. Today we're going to review the Foodsaver V4440 vacuum sealer. We're also going to vacuum seal some venison that I just processed today. There'll be another video you can watch on our channel to see that process as well. The V4440 is I'd say middle of the road vacuum sealer. It's not a $500–600 top of the line unit for industrial commercial use, and it's also not one of the $60–70 cheapies that are going to break on you, the first few times you use it. You can go through seasons with this, doing all kinds of like I'm doing venison. So kill 4 deer, you got a lot of meat to vacuum seal. So this thing's already been through 2 deer, and I'll be doing another one this evening. So again, like I mentioned, we have other videos showing skinning deer, field dressing deer, processing deer, vacuum sealing deer, and then later on we'll also be having making breakfast sausage, hamburger, and of course cooking deer. I'll have videos coming up on cooking deer. So venison, if you want to be all fancy. Again, this is a very simple to use vacuum sealer. It comes with a roll dispenser, large roll, and you can use small rolls as well, and has a built-in cutter for cutting the length you need. Has a retractable handheld sealer for these Ziploc bags. So these are regular Ziploc bags, but they're Foodsaver, so they have a little hole right here. Pull out the retractable, push it on the hole, and it will vacuum seal a Ziploc type bag. And you can reuse those bags. Very, very nice. And I have large bags as well like that. So this thing, you turn the power on, and you cut the bag you need to length. I'd leave about 4 inches extra when you cut from when you pack your meat inside of it, or your whatever food you're going to be saving. So once you have it powered on and it's warmed up, you can hit the seal button, and that will seal the end of the bag you've cut. Then you fill the bag with the material you want. If it's going to be dry or moist, you select which it's going to be. And then once you've got the material in the bag, you slide it in, holding it tight across, and then it will automatically vacuum and seal. You don't have to push any buttons. It's good to go. And there's also accessory and marinade features for if there's special containers you have. If you want to put a vacuum on a dish with a marinade in it, it has options for that as well. Again, this is the V4440, and we'll be using it shortly. Okay, today we're going to vacuum seal our venison. This is a doe that was harvested on Thanksgiving. What we have here is tenderloin, loin or back strap. These are hams, sirloins, top rounds. And this is all the shoulder meat that can be salvaged and all the excess clippings. We're going to use this for breakfast sausage and hamburger. And a lot of this sirloin and the hams round will be used to make deer jerky, venison jerky. It's going to be so good. And of course the tenderloin here is just as sweet and tender as it can be. Now this meat here was wet aged for over 2 weeks. Now if you don't know what wet aging is, I've got a video on our RidgeLife channel. You can please click on it and watch how to wet age venison. Alright, welcome back to RidgeLife. What we have here is deer tenderloin. Now before putting it in our vacuum sealer, it's nice to have it not super dry, but as dry as possible so it's not sucking a lot of moisture into the vacuum sealer, which can cause it to not seal very, very well. So we've got 2 pieces of deer tenderloin, which we've separated into smaller pieces. So we're going to cut a piece that should be about right. What I usually do is I go down to the bottom here, and what I'll do is I'll put probably half of each one in a bag. So I'm going to do about that far, hold it down, cut across. So got to do half of these, and then I'll have the other half in another one. So let's cut another one the same length, as you can see. There. So I'll hold it down, put the bag back in there, hold it down, a little bit further, down, cut it, and then I have 2 pieces. Okay, so I've turned it on, it's ready. So I'm going to seal. Okay, so what you have to do first is both ends are open. You have to seal one end. So I'm going to push the seal button. The red light lights up. Stick it in. And now it goes through a heat process, sealing it. And now it's done. So now we have one end sealed, one end open. So let's open it up. Okay, I'm going to put in one large tenderloin across the side, one of the strips, and there's a half one, so that'd be one other half. So I got here. Now this is moist, so I want to put this on moist. Okay. And the key is to keep this taut. So when I put it in, this is going to be an automatic vacuum seal. So put it across. You saw how quick the green bars went across. If it's sitting on 2 or 3 and sitting there for seconds and seconds and seconds at a time, you know you don't have a good seal. You hit cancel and start over. We've had to do that a few times. And usually what that's from is not holding that really tight. So here we go. We have one fresh sealed deer tenderloin. So let's do another one. Okay. So this one has not been sealed, so I hit the seal button. You also want to let it cool down a little bit between each evolution, between seals. Especially if we're going to do a bunch of these. Okay, so seal it. Alright, we have it sealed in. Let's open it up. You can always put the curved end into the machine. Dry this a little bit so it's not sopping wet. These are like butter. Okay. So slide it in, keep it tight. Makes that noise, that unique noise whenever it's really got a good seal. You hear a high pitch come up. Red light comes on telling it's sealing. Alright, here we go. 2 pieces of deer tenderloin, vacuum sealed, ready for the freezer. One other thing to note is cleanup. Obviously there's no dirty, wet parts here. The only part is when you're putting it in here, especially if you have moist material. But it's real easy to clean up. You pull this out. Obviously you should turn the power off first. It tells you if you don't. Anyway, there's these 2 little levers right here. There's 2 little levers right here. You push in, pull up, and there's the little tray that collects the moisture. Put that back in, slide that in, turn the power back on, and we're ready to continue with our vacuum sealing. So we have 2 pieces of deer tenderloin. We've got 6 pieces of deer loin or backstrap, and I've got a whole bunch of sirloins, rounds, hams. We're going to do in large chunk. I'll cut that up for deer jerky later. And then a whole bowl of scrap meat for hamburger and breakfast sausage. So please comment at the bottom of this video, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more. Here we have the final result of our vacuum sealing of our Thanksgiving dough. Here we have 3 roasts, backstrap, tenderloin, got some steaks, we have some jerky meat, and then we have 2 big bags made up for hamburger sausage. We're all done with our vacuum sealing of our Thanksgiving dough. Very happy with the results. Looking forward to making some breakfast sausage, some hamburger, and cooking up some tenderloin and some loin. So appreciate y'all. Again, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Until next time, have a blessed day.